Hey there, do you have the MAF training slow running blues? Are you sick and tired of just jogging along slowly all the time? Well, it doesn't have to be that way. Let me show you 3 ways that you can actually run faster during your MAF training. Hi, I'm Herb the Forever Runner. I'm a heart attack survivor, ultra runner, and online running coach. And I exclusively only help runners in their 50s, 60s, and 70s effortlessly run faster without pain and injury. So maybe you haven't wanted to try MAF training because you heard it's all just slow running, or you're in the middle of the process. And yeah, I have to admit, especially when you're first starting out, it's a kind of a long drawn out process before you really see real results. But it isn't necessarily always just running slow. Now, let me explain. Now, there's 3 different scenarios I'll go through here. So the first one is just when you're doing your normal MAF training, you need to take advantage of some of the situations you're in to actually speed up and get that leg speed going. And the obvious way to do that is when you're running downhill. Now, every time you go up a hill, you might have to walk, but once you crest the top and start heading down, go ahead and push it. Keep an eye on your watch, and especially if it's a longer type hill, you'll be surprised how quickly you can run without jacking up your heart rate over your calculated MAF heart rate. So give that a try. Just find a course that has some longer hills. And yeah, it might take a while to get up the hill, but going down, you'll be surprised how fast you can actually get going. And the better that you get at your MAF training, the faster you'll be able to run downhill and still stay below your MAF heart rate. Now the second one is actually a part of the MAF training program, but I find very few people actually do this. And that is about every 2 weeks, you should throw in a sprint session. And it's a very simple, easy sprint session. After you do a 15-minute warm up, you just do 4 to 6 all-out sprints for only 10 seconds each and rest about 2 minutes in between. And then when you're done, do about a 15-minute cool down run and you're done. It's a very simple workout. You should only do it on days that you feel really good. So don't just do it because you have it written down, on Thursday that you have to do that. Only if you feel good, but go out and do that sprint and, blow some of the carbon out. And that will give you the neuromuscular and physiological changes that you can experience from running fast in just a small little package. And you won't even be sore the next day. It won't affect your running at all. So I did a video specifically on this, and I'll put a link down in the description if you want to see how that actually works. So then the third way is part of MAF training is your base training, which is doing all your runs at or below your MAF heart rate and including those sprint workouts every couple of weeks. Now, when you come up to an event, most training plans start, let's say, 10 to 12 weeks out from an event. So when you enter that 10 to 12 week period, then you want to switch over to more of an 80-20 or a 90-10 training plan. And what that means is 80 to 90% of your runs will be at or below your MAF heart rate, just as before, but that 10 to 20% of your runs can be at a higher heart rate. And that would be primarily probably tempo runs, or you could do some intervals or some hill workouts, you know, the sort of workouts that jack your heart rate up for a while and give you that stamina and confidence going toward your event. So just because you're doing MAF training doesn't mean you have to run slow all the time. So in your base training phase, take advantage of the hills, go for that increased leg speed, and go as fast as you can without raising your heart rate. Second of all, make sure you do those sprint workouts. They are so important, and they will make a big difference in your training if you haven't been doing them. And then third, when you get close to an event, switch over to 80-20 running and go ahead and incorporate some of those normal speed workouts that are part of many training plans that you see out there on the internet. This way, you'll get the benefits of building your aerobic capacity, which supports those faster twitch muscles, and you'll run faster without a lot of pain and overtraining and getting injured. So that's the tip for today. See you in the next one.